Greetings, sports fans, and welcome to the October 2011 edition of Strat-O-Minutes with yours truly, Terry Bartlemy. This month we're going to explore some ideas for your next Strat-O-Matic project or season. First, we've got to consider your style of play. The first question that should be addressed when choosing a project is, are you going to play the board game or computer version? Although you can play anything from a single game to a complete season with either, many people have time constraints to consider. Are you going to compile statistics yourself or use the computer version? You can always play with cards and dice while using the computer to track your stats. Will you be playing with others, or is this a solo project? What are your goals? Do you want to recreate a season that is historically accurate? Do you want to see what could have happened in a what-if scenario? Would you like to play a season that you remember, or learn something about an earlier season or era? Does mixing teams from different eras for a tournament sound intriguing? Would you like to learn about every player in the league, or focus on one or two teams? If focusing, you can set the other games to autoplay when using the computer. You'll still be playing games manually with each team. Your journey. How much time are you willing to spend on one project? It takes 2,430 games to complete a season in a 30-team league. You could play an entire AL or NL season in 616 games in an 8-team league. Would you enjoy playing an abbreviated season, such as 56 games per team? What about something shorter, like a tournament or World Series? Will you be happy staying with one project for a year or longer? Would you prefer doing several projects in that amount of time? Do you want to have multiple projects going at once, or focus on just one? I suggest keeping it to one or two projects at any one time. Can you enjoy the journey of playing out your project without time goals? Here's some tips for keeping it interesting. Don't take on a project that's going to be too big or too long to hold your interest. Start with something smaller and work your way up to something larger. Periodically switching between two projects can keep them both fresh. Managing a favorite team is a good way to hold your interest. Picking a favorite season is a good idea, possibly one with a good pennant race. Learning about an era or players you'd like to know helps keep things interesting. Having a favorite player on your team, especially one that's having a great year, is nice. Ask yourself if you can enjoy managing a team that's not competitive but still interesting in other ways. Think 62 Mets. A season that has a lot of interesting players or Hall of Fame members can make playing games with the cellar dwellers more fun. Would you like to replay a season that has a lot of speed, power, or great pitching? You might consider a year like 1968 if you want dominant pitching, or something like 1930 if you want a lot of offense. Maybe you'd like to replay a season when a home run, batting average, or strikeout record was set. A little research beforehand at a website such as baseballreference.com can help you make a good choice. Please send your tips and ideas for future Strat-O-Minute video blogs to stratominutes@hotmail.com. For Strat-O-Matic, this is Terry Bartlemy. Thank you for joining me for Strat-O-Minutes.